What's up, guys? It's B Wade. I have 7 picks for y'all for this weekend. That's right, the weekend is here. I got 7 picks for the NBA on Saturday. Steph cooked last night. And who told you guys to take Steph Thursday night? Your boy. He dropped 12 threes on their fucking head. That was a crazy game. Really fun to watch. So I'm going to walk y'all through the research and analysis that I've done on all 7 of these picks and show you why I like them. Also, this is the last weekend where you can jump on VIP and get 80% off. The link for it's down below in the description. You're going to get 80% off using code NBA. You're going to get all of the spreads, money lines, over-unders that I take, along with all of the props, the parlays. Any bet that I make, you will get it, guys. So check it out. 80% off. It is going to be under $10 for that first week. You can't beat that deal. I'm starting out with Draymond, over 15.5 points and assists. And there's 2 pieces of this, but the big one really is Philadelphia gets cooked by power forwards, right? You see points allowed second worst in the NBA and assists allowed the worst in the NBA. They are the second to worst and the worst in the 2 stat categories we're taking here, which I absolutely love. You look, Draymond's been cooking now with Jimmy Butler in the lineup. He's gone over this in 5 out of the last 6 games. This is really just, all the data points to the over here. And you look head to head, they've played once this year about 2 months ago. He dropped 15 points and 7 assists for 22 points and assists total. Easily clearing this line, guys. I am locking this one in. And I'm pairing it up with Jalen Green, over 7.5 rebounds and assists. Look, he's hit this in 9 out of the last 10 games. And really 9 out of the last 11. And he's just consistently been hitting it now. If you look, there's a trend line going back to around Christmas time where it is consistently just trending up, right? If I created a graph in Excel or Google Sheets, I'd create that and you could see just a steady trend line going up where he's put up 13, 11 and 11 the last 2 nights or the last 3 nights. All we need here is 8. Like I said, he's hit this in 10 out of the last 11 games. Sacramento defensively, they are improved this year from last year. They're better on rebounding, assists. They're still giving up a ton of assists. And when we look head to head, he's hit this in both games against them this year, right? He missed it all 3 games last year. I obviously look a lot more to the games this year to carry more weight in my analysis. And so hitting it both games this year totally outweighs missing all 3 last year. So combined with the fact that he's hit this in 10 out of the last 11 games, Sacramento is pretty average defensively, and he's hit it both games against them this year. I am locking this in as our second pick. I put this in on Chalkboard, and you see the slip on the screen here, and you see that I wasn't able to enter it. I'm having issues with Chalkboard right now. I'm talking to their customer service, but you see the pick here, and you see the balance in the top right. Obviously, I don't have an issue with the finances in there. I've moved most of my bankroll to Chalkboard. This is the fantasy app I'm using for all of my 2-man entries. They have the best payouts and the best lines. I wasn't able to find this Jalen Green pick or the Draymond Green. Wow, this is the green slip, huh? Fucking love it, right? I just came up with that, the green slip. And it's Jalen Green, Draymond Green. We're fucking cashing. That is fire. I wasn't able to find either of those on any other apps yet. I'm sure they'll be up either later tonight or tomorrow, but getting it early before the lines move is key, and having them up early on Chalkboard is great, guys. Chalkboard, it has tons of functionality, and they have more props for players than anyone else. I used to think it was Underdog, but look, they have 17 props up for Jalen Green already. There's only like 7 on Underdog. PrizePicks doesn't have this game up at all yet. And they have the best payout for this right now at 2.9. I can guarantee when these go up on other apps, the Draymond Green pick is going to be at 16 or 16 and a half. Or you're going to have to take a decreased payout to get it at 15 and a half. So, guys, check out Chalkboard. They're going to double that first deposit up to $100. It's an app that you need to be using. Using an app with better payouts and more props and better lines is going to make you more profitable over time. Sign up, use code BWP, or use the link down below in the description, but this app is fire. So I'm fading Kyrie Irving's first quarter assist line. It's at 1.5. He's only hit this twice in the last 20 games, right? He hit it against Washington and the Pelicans, who are both in the bottom 20 percentile of the NBA for defending against assists. And really, when you look at it, this started to go sideways for him after Luka got hurt, right? So Luka got hurt right here on Christmas, and since that day, he's only gone over this 3 times in the first quarter. Before that, he was hitting it more than 50%. And now we look, and he's missing this 90% of the time. Getting this at even money when it's hitting 90% of the time. And Milwaukee's good at defending against assists, right? They're only giving up 26 a game. Basically the same ranking when you're looking at first quarter assists. Love this pick, and I can't understand the pricing on it, but I'm going to take it before it starts to move. Next, we're going on the other side of the ball, same game. I'm taking Brook Lopez over 19.5 PRA. And this comes down to the fact that he has been hitting this really consistently lately, and Dallas gets cooked by centers. They don't have anyone right now that's a big man. You got Anthony Davis hurt, Derek Lively's hurt. I'm sure I'm forgetting someone else, but they don't really have a viable big man right now. And so you look, Lopez has hit this in 8 out of his last 9 games. He just dropped 29 PRA on Denver. He put 23 up against Houston, which is a great defense. He hit it against the Clippers, another great defense, Minnesota. So he's hitting this against good defenses. He's going up against Dallas that doesn't have a big man to defend him, guys. I love this play. And then our third play, the last on this slip, is Thompson over 4.5 assists. He has hit this in now, I don't even know what the number is. Let's see if we can find it here. 11 out of his last 12 games, he's gone over this. Sacramento gives up the 22nd most assists. They're in the bottom 10 of the NBA. And this is just a solid play. When we look head-to-head, he hit it his last game against them in January. He missed it in December. But the reason that doesn't concern me is because in December, he wasn't hitting this with any kind of regularity, right? Up until the middle of December, he had only hit this once all season. Right, so he had gone the first like 25 games only hitting this once, and then he started hitting it with a bit more regularity, and now he is just consistently hitting this night in and night out. He is turning into a really good player in his sophomore season. I expect him to go over again here, just like he did his last matchup against Sacramento. Thompson over 4.5 assists. You see that slip on the screen here. We're getting 6.2x for this, and I put it in on Underdog because Underdog gives us the best payouts on 3-man entries. I use them for just about all my 3-man entries unless I'm getting some sort of promo somewhere else. But 6.2x when you're going to get 5x if you were on PrizePicks or something. They give us 50% profit boosts just about every single day. And this is a great app you guys should check out. They're going to double that first deposit up to $1,000. All you have to do is use code BWADE or use the link down below in the description. But this is the app that you need to be using for all your 3-man entries. They have the best payouts on 3-mans. Also, there is a tool that I use called Daily Grind Fantasy. You guys need to check it out. They will help you to take plus EV picks, and they'll tell you the best app to put each pick on. They'll tell you which one has the best line. They'll give you 25% off when you use code BWADE. I love this tool. Check it out, dgfantasy.com. Let's get into these last 2 picks. Taking Damian Lillard over 6.5 assists here, and look, he had hit this in 11 out of 12 games here during this stretch, and then he missed it against Houston, which is understandable. They are one of the best defenses against assists. And then they miss it against Denver, which is not really understandable. They give up a ton. But either way, this is his bounce back game coming up against Dallas. Dallas is average as far as assists allowed, but when they play players that are similar to Damian Lillard, those players hit their line in 67% of the games. And they've hit it in 6 straight, right? So we see Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, SGA, Mitchell and Garland again. And then Maxey just hit it. He doubled his line. When they played. He dropped 13 assists when his line was only 6.5. So 6 straight players that have hit their line against Dallas that are similar to Damian Lillard. Again, he hit it in 11 out of 12, and then he just missed it in a couple, but I expect a bounce back here. When we look head-to-head, they haven't played. Let's see if I can... They played twice last year, and he hit this in both games, 12 and 8. Obviously, that was last season, so... take it with a grain of salt, but I like seeing that he hit it more than him not hitting it, so that's positive. But really, I expect him to bounce back here, seeing that similar players consistently hit this line against them. And then our last pick, we are going back to Old Faithful, guys. I've taken this at least 3 times, and I'm going to continue taking it until he misses it or until they change the line. It's still at 7.5 rebounds and assists. Since they've gotten rid of De'Aaron Fox, he has hit this in all but one game. The only game he missed it against was Orlando, the best defense in the NBA. And otherwise, he's hit it in now 9 out of 10 games, right? With De'Aaron Fox out of the lineup. He just hit 14 against Utah the other night. Guys, this is consistent. He hasn't even come close to missing this. He's had 9 once, and every other game he's been in double digits, and his line's at 7.5. I can't wrap my mind around it. Now, you know what? Let me back that up a second. I can wrap my mind around why this didn't go up in this game, because he's playing Houston, and Houston is a great defense, and they really hold opposing players for assists. But when we look at DeRozan against them, he's hit this in both games already. Now, this game, I think, no. He even had De'Aaron Fox in both these games, and he still hit it. Now, with no De'Aaron Fox in the lineup, the way that he's been playing, hitting it in 9 out of 10, I am locking this one in. Love this play. Again, since this is a 2-man, I'm putting it in on Chalkboard. We're getting 3.27x for this, which is more than any other app is going to give you for these picks. And you can't even put these in anywhere else right now anyway, because Chalkboard's the only app with these picks. The fact that they put picks up before anyone else gives you a huge edge so that you can grab these before lines start to move. Also, getting the bonus payout is great. And then the fact that they're going to double that first deposit up to $100. All you have to do is use code BWP or the link down below in the description. But look, I appreciate you guys watching this video. Make sure to check out my VIP because this 80% off is only going to be going on until Sunday night, and then I'm killing that discount code. I just want to give you guys a reasonably cheap opportunity to check out VIP, and you will see what it is and you'll like it. Appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Let's make some money this weekend, boys.